And let's go to the phone. Hello, who that?
That's Wes Brown.
Wes Brown, downtown Brown. Hey, Mr. Brown, I appreciate you holding on and being patient with it. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, hey, the pleasure's all mine, man. How you doing?
Man, I ain't never had a bad day, that's for sure. And let's do this, man. Let's just get right into it. Let's introduce yourself proper. Like, tell folks who that, where you at, you know. Where. So this young man ain't brandy new to music. He's a seasoned veteran, and he's got some great songs and some great music, some great stories. And let's let him share it. All right. So introduce yourself.
Well, my name's Wes Brown. I'm from Anniston, Alabama, and anyways, I'm releasing my first worldwide single. It's Shelter When It's Raining, and just happy to be on the Gumbo YaYa radio show.
We're happy to have you. Now, so you've been at this a while. This isn't like, your first rodeo.
I've been singing all my life. But yeah, I mean, since I was 9 years old, but actually really trying to do something and then back and forth to Nashville and stuff, probably the last, since about 2002, 2003. But, just kind of never really found my niche, never really found really my own style until, just the past 2 or 3 years.
All right, and now this song that we're going to be debuting, it's not been played on any radio stations before. Is this the worldwide radio debut right here on Gumbo YaYa Radio Show?
It sure is. It sure is.
Well, we're super excited, man. Thank you so much for honoring us with that privilege. Let's talk about this single. Who wrote it? How did it come about? Who's involved on it? Let's give credit where credit's due.
Okay. Well, I wrote it. I write most all my material, and anyways, it's kind of a funny story. The last year or so that I was doing shows and touring, I did it off of a Harley, off of Softail, and I'd literally have my guitar on my back, and people would show up. I'd have a crew that show up at the show and set up the sound and stuff, and then I'd show up on the motorcycle. And anyways, went to pouring down rain one day, and I had to slide up under an overpass. Anyways, you just got wet, and you up under an overpass, and wind starts blowing, and I don't know, that song just kind of came to me, little Shelter When It's Raining. When it got cold, I was thinking, I could use a cover, and then, and next thing you know, that song come about. So I sat there and wrote a song until it stopped raining and cut on back out. So.
Oh man, that's a great story right there. That's one of the things that I love is hearing the story behind. Some people write a song just because they or like out of necessity. Hey, I need a song for this or a song for that. Or they just hear a phrase that's kind of catchy and they think, okay, well that would make a great song. That those lines right there. I like whenever there's a little bit more meat or more heart to it. Not that it's anything wrong with the other ones, but it's always cool to hear how these songs are born or brought to life.
Well, yeah, I believe you got all kind of different caliber of songwriters, and we're all different, but in kind of a way we're the same. For me personally, I write about things I've experienced. If I sing about it, because I found through the years of doing this, first off, I started singing in a bar when I was 13, and I didn't miss a weekend up until I was in my mid-20s. But one thing I learned how to do was, people say put your soul into it, put your heart. You put your heart into that song. Well, it's really hard to do that if you've not lived it, if you've not experienced it. Anyway, so most of the thing, if I write about it, I've went through it. I ain't never really been one to just write a song about just anything. And but maybe I'd be better if I could, but I got to quit trying to live all my songs, I guess.
There you go. My life is a country song. Hey, so you're from Anniston, Alabama. Roll Tide. Where? But are you living in Nashville now? That's where you hunkered down?
No, I'm not living in Nashville. I'm back and forth. Actually, right now I'm working on putting together my team. We're getting ready to really try to bust off the first of the year. I've had a few little setbacks here and there, but like I said, at this level and what I'm trying to do now, it all comes down to having the right team, the right songs. Of course, I've got I made up a 6-song album. I called it an Outlaw 6-pack. And some people they'll release a 6-song EP or whatever. Well, I mean, I don't know. My deal was not a lot of people buying CDs out there, anyways. Running to the store to buy CDs, but you know what? There definitely is a market for them, and these songs, like I said, it was about stuff I went through, my life, how I've lived it, and I got to record it in Nashville at the Ocean Way. I was there, Buddy Hyatt produced it, and got a lot of good players, got Zach Allen, he was engineering it, Buddy Hyatt, he was producing it, and Brent Mason, he was on the guitar, Kevin Garnett, he was bass guitar, and I think Bobby Terry was on the acoustics. Scotty Sanders, he was my steel guy, and then great backup vocalist Michael Lusk.
Are you serious? Michael Lusk is on this?
Oh yeah,
man, I love that guy. Oh man, that's fantastic.
And then I had Lonnie Wilson on the drums. So I had a sure enough
the A team of Nashville.
A team in Nashville. That's right. So, and anyways, it's just it's a real good album, But this song is my first single to release worldwide, and we're gonna see what it does, man. You know what I mean?
Well, we're gonna do our part right here, and how about we start off? And we're gonna do it right now. Let me drop it into Q, and I'm gonna have you play the DJ here. You're gonna introduce yourself. You're gonna introduce the song. Let people know they're listening to the Gumbo YaYa radio show. And make sure you mention the fact that this is the worldwide radio debut right here on Gumbo YaYa radio show. So you're the DJ. It's your song. You know it better than I do. So why don't you go ahead and tell folks about it, and we'll give it a play. All right?
All right, y'all. This is the worldwide debut of Shelter When It's Raining. My name is Wes Brown, and this is the Gumbo YaYa radio show, 89.1 FM.
I've been on my own since 12 years old, picking strings in a honky-tonk under a neon glow, learning how to sing, how to bend these strings, just how crazy this old life can be. Ain't it funny how the places in life may change? But as for me, somehow it always stayed the same. If I could find a little shelter when it's raining, just a little bit of cover when I'm cold. If I could live my days at night, finally make a few wrongs right, finally find some way to loosen up these ropes. If I could find a little shelter when it's raining, maybe one day, Lord, you'll finally ease my soul. A few years gone by, no, time don't slow down. People start to get a little older and life starts slowing down. Ain't it funny how the places in your life may change? Different place, different honky-tonk, but they always stay the same. If I could find a little shelter when it's raining, just a little bit of cover when I'm cold. If I could live my days at night, finally make a few wrongs right, finally find some way to loosen up these ropes. If I could find a little shelter when it's soul. Shelter when it's raining, just a little bit of cover when I'm cold. If I could live my days at night, finally make a few wrongs right, finally find some way to loosen up these ropes. If I could find a little shelter when it's raining, maybe one day, Lord, you'll find me. My soul, no, no. Maybe one day, Lord, you'll finally take my soul. Oh, no. Oh, no. Finally take my soul.
Man, good Lord Almighty, y'all. Whew. If y'all don't like great music, you ain't gonna like that song. You might as well just stop listening right now, man. Go back to some pop, hip hop, country, bro rap stuff, because that right there is country, folks. I guarantee you, man. Wes, are you there?
Thank you. I'm here.
Man, that is good. I tell you what, that's going on right on up in there, because anybody that listens to the Gumbo YaYa radio show, they know that I love my songs about whiskey, river, rains, and trains. And man, that's surefire good stuff, guaranteed.
And I heard that. Thank you.
Man, I love that. So you're recording this here in Nashville with the folks over at Ocean Way Studios, Buddy Hyde, Miss Beverly, and all them involved with it. It's a 6-pack album. Let's tell people, where can they find your music? Everything Wes Brown.
All right. Well, first off, I need to thank a few people. Beverly Gostin. You know what? She's been acting as a manager, kind of. She's been promoting me for a while now, and you know what? Without her and without my team, Kathy and Leo Piazza from Wisconsin. I love y'all, and if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be nowhere near where I'm getting now. So, and which thank God first, of course, but without this team that's being put together, I just got to say thank you. And anyways, you can go to westbrownmusicstore.com, and I've got merchandise plus. You can get the album there, and that's pretty much just westbrownmusicstore.com.
All right, and they can find you on Facebook, Wes Brown Music, and I just want to let you know, and I think you spoke to this gentleman. I have some people that help me out here from time to time, and I said, here, Wes Brown's going to be on the show. Let's get this up and posted it. And I got a message and said, hey man, you got the wrong Wes Brown tagged here, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And he's like, hey, no problem. I've talked to the guy a few times. He's really cool. So, yeah, there Wes Brown too. I don't know which one of y'all is one or the other, but he actually had good things to say about you. He was real kind and humble about us, messing up the tag and everything. So the folks don't do it. It's Wes Brown Music, right?
Wes Brown Music. Yes, there is another Wes Brown. I think he is out in Texas. We had a mix-up on YouTube one time, and you want to talk about a stand-up guy. He messaged me, and he said, hey, man, he said, my name has been coming up first, and he said, I went ahead and spelled it differently so you would come up first. I love your music, and so on and so forth. And he basically, stepped out of the way so people could pull up my music before his, and that was real touching, man. And so I know who you're talking about. We've had a couple instances like that, but real good guy.
Yeah. So, you know what he did? He messaged me too, just to make sure that. I mean, it was nice of him because he's like, you know, he understands in this business. You know, we want to give credit where credit is due. And man, I look like a knucklehead. And I'm posting and tagging the wrong fella. So, you know, we want to thank him for that. But yeah, he said he loved your music, man. He said some good things about you. So, so it's Wes Brown Music. Go to either one, folks. You're gonna love them both. But this Wes Brown Music, if you just do the @ twist on it, and it'll get you to this young man right here we're talking to right now.
Exactly. Or westbrownmusicstore.com.
There you go. That's it. westbrownmusicstore.com. Easy to find. So Shelter When It's Raining that was the worldwide radio debut, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Gumbo YaYa radio show. When you get that platinum, label on there, you know, you let people know that the Gumbo YaYa radio show played it first. And so we appreciate everybody calling in and checking in with us. So we played a little bit of Wade Oliver music earlier in the day. We're live right now on the air interviewing Mr. Wes Brown. So we just wanted to let Wade Oliver know we thank him for checking in. A few other folks are checking in that are listening to the show. And so if you're calling in right now, we're interviewing Mr. Wes Brown. Tune in and listen, and we'll call you right back. Angel MC checking in with us, Jimmy Finch. So you already bring us a whole bunch of listeners, so we appreciate it.
I've got a very good following out there, and, you know, everyone's just been kind of chomping at the bit to see what's going to happen next. Like I said, I've had a little bit of downtime here lately for about, you know, a year and a half or so. Just had to get my ducks in a row, you know what I mean? A small little setback for a major comeback. But we got the right team now. We got the right team together, and you know, it's all about having the right team, the right connections, and the right time. You know, I'm confident in what we're doing now, and I believe it's going to go. I believe it's going to go. You know,
it is. It definitely will. Let's do this. Let's talk about now. You got some. You had your 6-pack going. But you also you did collaborate you recorded with Vern Gosdin himself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was about 4 years before he passed away.
What was that like? I mean, what's that like being in the presence of a guy like that, man, who has so much talent, so much knowledge? He's influenced so many careers, and I'm sure the stories are just that he could tell, because Miss Beverly shares them, you know, from her side on all the time. But like, what is that like? I mean, is it intimidating to get into the studio with a guy like that, and to sing? I think, you know, with, you know, on one of the all-time greatest country songs of all time.
Yeah. Well, you know, I wouldn't say intimidating. The way it's funny how we met. You know what? I've never been one to really do talent shows or, you know, contests, stuff like that. But anyway, me and some buddies of mine, we were in Nashville, and at the Nashville Palace, they were having this contest. Anyway, they kept wanting me to get in it, so I jumped in it, and I sung Chiseled in Stone. Ended up winning. And if you won the contest, you would come back in 2 weeks and sing two or three sets with the band. So, of course, I got ready. I did that, and well, when I come to, you know, a couple, you know, weeks later to do the set with the band, before they started, before I was going to get up, Vern, he slides in the side door. He gets up there, and he sings Chiseled in Stone and Set 'em Up Joe. And then right after that, I'm supposed to get up and sing Chiseled in Stone right after him. Which, you know, at this point, Vern had done had a few strokes, and, you know, he was one of these people, you either loved him or you hated him. And very, very to the point. But you know what, if you could get through that shell, that outer shell, you know what, he had a lot of knowledge, and you know, he had a lot of good things, good coaching, I guess you'd say. And I ended up staying with him for a few months, you know, off Riley Parkway there, and recording some. We were actually going to cut a music video of Chiseled in Stone, but we never got around to that. But we did, you know, cut a duet of it, and he done all my backup vocals on the album Keeping It Country that I did. And anyway, it was a great experience, man. It's something that, you know, I'll never forget.
Oh, I tell you, man, I admire you and envy you at the same time for that, because Vern Gosling is one of my all-time favorite, bar none, artists. And I don't play enough of them on the program. You know, that's shame on me. I'm going to country hell for that. And rightly so. But our focus is on artists like yourself, independent artists, rising stars. The people who deserve airplay that aren't getting it because of the commercial radio, formats. So, but we definitely going to play some more Vern here. Let's do this, man. Chiseled in Stone. I love that song. You did it with Vern. Why don't you, one more time, play the DJ, tell folks about the song yourself, you introduce the song, and we'll put you on hold and we'll come back and chat some more.
All right, this is Wes Brown, and you're listening to Gumbo and YaYa Radio Show, 89.1 FM. This is Chiseled in Stone by Wes Brown and Vern Gosling.
She ran crying to the bedroom. I ran off to the bar. Another piece of heaven gone to hell. The words we spoke in anger just tore my world apart. And I sat there feeling sorry for myself. The one who knows sat down beside me and looked me in the eye. He said, "Son, I know what you're going through. You ought to get down on your knees and thank your lucky stars that you got someone to go home. You don't know about lonely or how long nights can be till you've lived through the story that just reminded me of me. And you don't about sadness till your face like alone. You don't know about lonely till it's chiseled in stone. So I brought her pretty flowers, hoping she would understand. Sometimes a man is such a fool. Those golden words of wisdom from the one who knows the truth showed me I ain't nothing without you. You don't know about lonely or how long nights can be till you've lived through the story that the voice just told me. And you don't know about sadness till you face life alone. You don't know about lonely till it's chiseled in stone. You don't know about lonely till it's chiseled in, till it's chiseled in stone.
The digital delight of jazz and what's more on WFDU HD2, TNEC.
All right, now, Wes, damn it all to hell, you going to get me in trouble, man.
Why?
Because I like it, Miss Beverly, if I say, man, I like that a whole lot, Miss Beverly going to get mad at me for, I got to pick you over Vern now. That's going to be difficult here, man. That's good stuff right there. That's probably as good as the original. So that way I don't get myself in too much trouble.
Well, there's really no comparison. Vern he's in a class all of his own, and
I tell you what, man, you did justice to that song, man. I know he must have been excited doing that with you, because that sounded fantastic.
Thank you. We actually, we did hit it off, and I don't know. Like I said, Vern, anyone who knew him, he could be difficult to get along with sometimes, but I don't know. Me and him just hit it off. And he helped me with a lot. I got a lot of influence from him, and him and other folks, and finally come up with my own style. And but yeah, getting to record and spend time with Vern, and even though the only place we would go hang out is the VFW, and he'd be drinking buttery nipples.
This is one of the things, we just recently lost Terry Jennings, who was one of the most genuine people I ever met, and he put out a book, Waylon Tales of My Outlaw Dad, and he just put it out there. And one of the things that I find so genuine about Miss Beverly is she'll you talked about Vern's difficult to get along with. She's posted stories and she shared things about Vern, and everybody keeps saying write a book, and damn it all hell if she ain't wrote one yet, shame on her. But she does the same thing, and she puts it out there, and it's almost like you get to experience firsthand through her accounts things that about Vern that are just, it's amazing how she shares so much, and it's just a pleasure to hear those stories and share them. And thank you so much for sharing as well. I guess I got on that because you mentioned he was difficult to get along with, and it's funny that she don't hold back when she shares.
Well, being in the business we're all in, the entertainment business, the one big thing about it is perception, and how there are a lot of times people, the public would be shocked if they probably knew the real story behind a lot of your superstars, a lot of your musicians. It's not an easy road, it's not an easy business, and and there's a lot of things that people just don't put out there, which that's I guess people, period. But Beverly, she don't hold back. She'll tell it like it is, and that's always been one thing that sometimes I don't have a mouthpiece, what they call it, a filter, I guess. But anyway, Vern, look, I ain't got nothing negative to say about him. I loved him to death, and I know he's in a better place, and there ain't another one that'll be able to touch him. He's kind of like Keith Whitley was. They're in a class of their own.
Yeah, you said it, man. And you know what? And listen, you know what? We're gonna do a whole Vern Gosling show one day. And meanwhile, let's get back to the Wes Brown hour.
There you go.
So let's do this. And that's the thing. That's what I love about you and a lot of the people that we're introduced to is that like you're selfless. You know, I mean, you got no problem sharing the spotlight, and we admire you for that. That's one great thing about the country music community is that everybody loving on everybody. So let's love on some Wes Brown here. You know, you told me that nothing ain't been played yet, but I'm getting requests now from folks. I mean, I am chatting with you, and people hear that little bingy dingy in the background, and I'm getting messages on Facebook from folks play this, play that. So
play and play.
Mr. Mr. Floud, Alan Floud. Floyd, is that it? F-L-O-U-D. It looks like it's like a misspelling here, but curse. What's he want to hear? Let me get up on here. Curse on me. I got a request for that. Now, how come they heard it and I ain't heard it?
Well, it's on that. It's on the 6-pack album. I don't know if you got the whole album there with you or.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Well.
So what is it, man? Did I lose you?
No, you didn't lose me. I'm here.
All right, yeah. So what is Curse on Me?
Well, it's a song that was written. Actually, I wrote it right there at his house. That's probably why he's wanting to hear it. And it's just another song, kind of. I guess telling about how the other side of growing up in a bar room, and maybe some of the bad habits you could pick up. I mean, you can play that. You can play whatever you want to.
All right, we'll play that. Yeah, it's Alan Floyd, right? F-L-O-U-D, Floyd. I got that right?
Yeah, you got that right.
And now, what's Alan? Is he just a barroom buddy, or is he a musician, singer-songwriter?
No, he's a good friend. You know what? One of them that's a true friend that's there through the ups and the downs. So. And he was there, like I said, I was there at his place when I wrote the song, and you know what, there's probably, other than Beverly, you know what, there ain't too many people out there that has promoted me and tried to get my name out there like him, so love you, brother. I'm glad you're listening. All
right, well, let's do it. You introduce the song, why don't you dedicate it to your buddy right there, and we'll give it a play. How's that?
All right, sounds good. All right, y'all, this is Curse on Me from Wes Brown from the Outlaw 6-pack album. We on the Gumbo YaYa radio show live at 89.1 FM.
Just a singer of simple songs. I do okay till I do all wrong, you see. I got a curse on me. Been playing music since 9 years old. I did okay and then I slid off the road, you see. I got a curse on me. Is the buzz I get when I play. Buzz slips in, takes my life away, and I end up all alone on the dead end of an empty street. Now the stress from my life, there went another wife. Now I gotta pack it up and try to survive, and it gets harder every time, but I'm doing fine. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I do okay till I do all wrong, you see. I got a curse on me. slips in and takes my life away, and I end up all alone on the dead end of an empty street. Now the dream shot to hell, end up in jail, facing 5 to 10, get out on 2 bails, and I gotta walk chalk line, knowing deep down inside I found a fail. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I do okay till I do all wrong, you see. I got a curse on me. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I do okay till I do all wrong, you see. I got a curse on me. I got a curse on me. Oh no, no, no.
Curse on me. Mr. Wes Brown right here on the Gumbo YaYa radio show, 89.1 FM WFDU HD2. Hey, Mr. Brown,
Yes, sir.
has that been played on the radio?
That's not been played on the radio.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, right here and only here, the worldwide radio debut, music by Mr. Wes Brown, who we have the privilege and the pleasure of speaking to right now. Can't thank you enough, man, for being a part of the program. We're going to keep you as long as you stay. Let's do this one more time. Tell people where they can find your music. Are you going to be on the road, touring, everything Wes Brown?
Actually, everyone can find my music at westbrownmusicstore.com. That's westbrownmusicstore.com. And as far as being on the road or anything, that's going to be after the new year. After it'll be 2020 when we're going to really get on the road. You know what? We're like I said, we're in the process of putting the proper team together and then, you know, getting all of our ducks in a row. So, you know, once we get out there, I'm trying to do it on the very top level these days. You know, I'm not trying to just do bar room gigs or any of that. You know, I'm kind of, you know, I grew up a little bit and changed a lot of my ways, and now it's just time to really get down to business. You know, so yeah, it's about, you know, the year 2020 is going to be a good year for us, and that's when the fans are really going to get to see us out live. There's a lot of fans that follow, and I want to tell all of them, all the Wes Brown fans out there, I love y'all and thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. And thank you too, Scott, for, you know, playing and, you know, everything y'all are doing.
Hey, man, this is your show. I'm just the host. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for great talent like yourself. So, folks, don't forget, it's westbrownmusicstore.com. You go over there. You can get the CDs, some T-shirts, and you know, some. He's got some great merch. You know, go out there and represent Wes Brown. I'm looking here. He'll autograph it for you if you send him a message. I like these shirts. I like those hats. Look at that, man. This is all good stuff right here.
Sure, the hoodies I got on there, you know what, they kind of got, I guess you would say, what the younger guys say, the swag, a northern swag, you know, from down here in Alabama. I was up there in Wisconsin, you know, and everyone would say how people up north are, you know, rude and stuff. Like, I'm going to tell you what, I didn't come across any but the most nicest people and hospitable. And especially, you know, my team up there, which like family, Kathy and Leo, you know what, they were a godsend to me, you know. And anyways, but, you know, that's where I got the style up there. And I really enjoy it. A lot of people having, you know, made comments and wrote me back that got them, said they really enjoy them.
Yeah, that good-looking stuff, man. I'm going to have to get me one. Or two, a T-shirt or a hoodie or something here. Got to represent. So I got, you know, so people can see me on the radio. You know what I mean?
Make that happen for you.
There you go. All right, man. I ain't never said no to some fancy swag. So yeah, you know what? We got time. Let's get in. Let's get to some more music here. And you got these songs here off the 6. We played 2 of them. Is there anyone in particular? I live my life like a cowboy. Do me wrong, do me right.
You're going to do it either New Man or I Live My Life Like a Cowboy, which all 6 of them are songs. But New Man, if you want to play one next or whatever, the song New Man, that's the song that I've gotten great feedback off of. And when I say, they've not been played live on radio, but they have been, played on Facebook. I've kind of, I was a little antsy, so I made up little videos to them, and, that's the rookie in me, I guess, I was wanting to get it out there, it was kind of like a real testimony of my life, that New Man, which they all are. All 6 of them are in their own way, but New Man's just, I don't know, you just have to hear it. It really kind of hits home.
All right, and I think Ms. Beverly said that Michael Luska's doing vocals on that, right?
Yeah, Michael Luska's doing backup vocals on, I think, 3 of the 6 or 4 of the 6. Yeah.
All right, so let's do this, man. Let's one more time. You go ahead and introduce the song, and we'll give it a play. How's that?
All right. Okay, y'all, this is Wes Brown, and we are fixing to play for the first time worldwide debut of New Man off the Outlaw 6-pack, live on the Gumbo YaYa radio show, 89.1 FM.
Sometimes, in order to fill a song, you've got to actually live a song. I'm just an old-fashioned country boy sinner, a natural-born guitar picker. I've always been the kind of clinger to a sad song. I never been from behind her. If there was a race, I'd be a frontliner. My choices and decisions thought I'd never shatter. Hell, I was wrong, man. Way too young, I started getting out there drinking, and dope and popping pills, getting all wasted. 21, I was already shaking and gone, man. Lord, I step up on that stage, stare up at the lights, go home alone, sit there and cry, stare up at the stars and ask the Lord why He made this blues man. My mama told me and Jesus love you, son. Oh, don't you know how much I need you? You're a big old boy now, but this cruel world turned you to a dead man. You said you never leave, you took a cable and a tree and you was gone, man. Well, then they slapped the cuffs on me on that Walker County back road, 25 to life with not a chance at parole. Then you stepped in and you took my heavy load, you made me free again. Oh. And Lord, I really, really love you. Oh, Jesus, I hope you know how much I need you. Oh, no.
song or two, I guess. We'll see what it says. Yeah, stay right there for a minute. Or shut that door. Listen.
Hey, man, how you doing? You there, Wes?
I'm here.
You know, hey, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed that. That was New Man, Wes Brown, right here on the Gumbo YaYa radio show. We're glad to have. I left your mic open, so hope you wouldn't have no potty mouth back then.
Oh, no.
So, you know what happens, man? I'm sitting here listening. I got in the headphones, and I'm just jamming out and listening to that. Wes, I love everything about what you're doing right now, man. It's really good stuff, and you take the credit yourself or give it to the talent around you, but like what you're making some great music, man.
Oh, man, you know what? All the glory goes to God, man. You know what? That's where the talent come from, and, you know, I recognize that, and you know, I'm blessed. And if it wasn't for the fans and people, you know, all the radio DJ, all there's a lot of moving parts to this business, I'm finding out, but I'm very blessed, and I'm very thankful that people are enjoying what I'm doing finally.
All right, so if y'all want, it's wesbrownmusicstore.com. You can get everything that you need out there. And Wes, tell people again, what's the name of this album? What are the cuts on this album?
It's an Outlaw 6-pack for Wes Brown. You know what? All original songs, and they can go, like you said, to wesbrownmusicstore.com, and they will be seeing a tour coming real quick, about the year 2020, next year. And you know, we're gonna try to take it by storm. It's gonna be a show like they ain't never seen.
All right, so now New Man, is that on this album?
Absolutely, yes.
So you got Shelter When It's Raining, which we played, Curse on Me, which we played.
Yes.
What else is on there? New Man.
Yes, and then you got more upbeat. Then you got Like a Cowboy, which, you know, if you're gonna play another one, that would probably be the one. That would be Leo, my buddy Leo Piat's up there in Wisconsin. That's his favorite song, and you know, without him, it wouldn't have been possible to get that album made. But you know, other than that, then you got Last of a Dying Breed, and We Get It On Here. Them are more, you know, Let the Hammer Down songs, you know.
All right, and I might have dropped one in here. That ain't you, so it could be. If you're gonna do me wrong, do me right. That's not you.
That is, yeah. Actually, I recut that. That's a Vern Gosling song.
Okay, that's why I was. So yeah, all right. So So that's not on the album. All right.
No, that's not on the 6-pack.
Well, listen, we're coming up to the top of the hour. I'm going to let you go after this. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. We got 1 minute till the top of the hour. And then we'll come back and we'll do one more song, and then I promise we'll let you go. We won't keep you all day, man. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, it sounds great.
All right, so hold tight, and we'll get through the top of the hour here, and we'll come back and say our goodbyes, man. All right?
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Digital delight of jazz and what's more on WFDU HD2, TNEC.
WFDU is proud to be a part of iHeartRadio.com. iHeartRadio is the premier internet and smartphone app radio listening platform where you can stay connected to WFDU wherever you go, in the gym, in the yard, in the car, and more. You can download the free iHeartRadio app today or listen at iHeartRadio.com. WFDU and iHeartRadio, perfect together.
Hey everybody, it's Willie Schmidt, host of Let There Be Country, and I would like you to join me on Saturday mornings from 6 to 9 for all the country classics. We'll be playing everything from Hank Williams to Joe Diffie right here on WFDU 89.1, the right place to be on the left side of the dial. Along with my co-host Ed Natal, we'll make your Saturday mornings a little bit more country.
And the country wheels roll on. Let there be country. Let the music roll along. Let there be country. And let me share the song.
The eclectic mix of music continues right here on WFDU.FM.
This is the Gumbo YaYa radio show, folks. 89.1 FM WFDU HD2. Worldwide online, hd2.wfdu.fm. Appreciate you tuning in. We've been chatting with the incredible, talented Mr. Wes Brown right here on the Gumbo YaYa radio show. He's allowed us to be the worldwide radio debut for some of his music. And we got him on the phone right now. Wes, welcome back, man.
Good to be back.
So, again, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. And real quick, those cuts, if you're going to die, if you're going to do me wrong, do me right, is Vern on that with you, or is that just you?
That's just me. Vern's singing the harmonies on it, but...
And what about Baby That's Cold?
That's just me also. Vern's singing the backup vocals on all that.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we get everything properly notated here in the program. You know how that goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wes Brown, Anniston, Alabama boy, Roll Tide, out here sharing some music and some hits with us. And we're going to play one more before we let you go. And you mentioned I live my life like a cowboy.
Absolutely.
So we thank you again so much for being here. One last time, if you don't mind, let people know where they can find your music. And then let's talk about this song and let you introduce it, and we'll let you go.
All right. Well, everyone out there can find my music. They can go on Facebook. You can go to Wes Brown Music, but you can go to wesbrownmusicstore.com. And that is my own personal music store. You can find merchandise and shirts, T-shirts, hats, and also the album. And anything else we do in the future will go through there also. And Scott, man, I just want to thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for having me on and playing my music and, for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Listen, we are honored to have you here, and we're going to get a hold of folks over there or yourself or something. We want to get a couple autographed shirts and CDs, and you tell us where to send a check, and we'll send those out to some of the fans and some of the listeners, and we'll get that up here on our Gumbo YaYa radio show. Proud to announce that Wes Brown is now an official part of the WFDU rotation here, HD2 Gumbo YaYa radio show. So if you're interested in hearing Wes Brown music, make sure y'all tune in here, because this young man, this artist, is part of our regular rotation.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So, do me a favor, introduce yourself, say your goodbyes, give your shout-outs to whoever you like. Tell folks about this song. We'll give it a play, and we'll let you go. We love you, brother.
I love you, too. All right, look, I want to just shout out, look, first off, thank God for this. Thank God for the opportunity. And I want to tell my wife, Heather, I love you. And thanks for the support. Thank Leo, Kathy. You know what? When no one else was there, you know what? Y'all was there. Thank y'all so much. Beverly coming through. You know what? You my star player. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. And like I said, I thank y'all for the whole team. And the Wes Brown fans out there, y'all are incredible. Y'all are incredible. Thank y'all so much. And you know what? We're going to take this thing all the way to the top. Scott, thank you to the Gumbo YaYa radio show in 89.1 FM. And we can throw down with that Live My Life Like a Cowboy from the Outlaw Six-Pack. Thank y'all once again. We'll see y'all next time.
Let me tell you a story. This is a true story about a boy from South Alabama. I've lived my life like a cowboy, riding from town to town. I've been as high as an eagle flies. I've been up, been down. If I don't do what I want to do, I'll just pack it on up and ride. I live my life like a cowboy on this lonely cowboy's ride. I was born in Bowling Green, but I was raised down in Alabama. I get my pay singing up on the stage, and I travel all across this land. No guitar on my back like a tail fin, gotta lean with it when you ride. Fresh out of jail, Lord, done blew the bell, Lord, leaning on 65, headed north now. I live my life like a cowboy, riding from town to town. I've been as high as an eagle flies. Oh, Lord, I landed base birds on the ground. If I don't do what I want to do, I'll just pack it on up and I'll ride. I live my life like a cowboy, and I'm coming on down the line. No, no, no. I live my life like a cowboy, riding from town to town. I've been as high as an eagle flies. I've been up, I've been down. If I don't do what I want to do, I'll just pack it on up and ride. I live my life like a